To address the elephant in the room, I'm the hottest person in the world.
Cue the laugh.
It's really not about the love story at all, which is really, really wonderful.
Like, who has been the most exciting person for you tonight? Oh my God. Besides, but Judd took the word out of my mouth. Besides,
I'm a narcissist. I will elbow everyone out of the way to play the part. It's Hollywood, baby.
what an idiot I've been as a young person in this industry who has no filter and no idea what she's doing.
I don't need your business.
That she believes that she should be able to express herself and speak her truth or whatever nonsense, regardless of the consequences to everybody else.
I don't know if I've ever explained before. I was cast in West Side Story on January 9th, 2019. 1919, so 19's my lucky number. That probably interests no one, but it's interesting to me, so bye.
Rachel Zegler's latest film was meant to be her redemption after the Snow White backlash, a dramatic, career-defining comeback. But mid-shoot, the production suddenly shut down. Not paused, not delayed, shut down. And insiders are all pointing in one direction. Rachel, what was supposed to clean her slate, may have torched what remained of her career. Reports of diva behavior, tension with the crew, and legal fallout are flooding in. As the studio scrambles for damage control, the real story behind the scenes is far more explosive. So what really happened? And is this the end of Rachel's stardom? This wasn't just another role. It was a strategic comeback, a dark, emotional drama meant to wipe the slate clean and prove Rachel was still a serious, bankable name.
To all the people who are up in my DMs trying to guess what character I'm playing, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna answer your DMs. If you have any opinions, I don't want to hear it.
But from the start, things felt off. Tensions flared early. Crew members reported miscommunications, unprofessional delays, and signs of disorganization. As one insider put it, it was like waiting for the meltdown. By the time the cameras were rolling, chaos was brewing behind them. The atmosphere on set went from uneasy to toxic, fast. And by week 3, whispers began circulating that Rachel's presence wasn't just difficult, it was damaging.
I'm like so ready to just throw my phone away. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I know it's gonna happen.
Sources say Rachel showed up late, iced coffee in hand, scoffing through line reads, and treating the crew like background noise. Eye rolls and dismissive comments reportedly became daily occurrences. A longtime crew member claimed, she acted like we were lucky to be in her presence.
I'm gonna be on a talk show tonight and I'm gonna talk shit about them on the talk show. Talking shit on the talk show. This is the one time in my life where if you have something to say, I don't want to hear it.
The tension didn't erupt all at once. It simmered, and that slow burn began infecting every department. Her attitude allegedly created an us versus her atmosphere.
I don't want people to see me as ungrateful or anything like that. I was nervous that that's what this makes me look like.
The set stopped feeling like a creative space and started feeling like a battleground. And even basic direction became a challenge as egos clashed behind the camera. Midway through production, Rachel allegedly began demanding major script changes. The rewrites reportedly had little to do with the story.
I have nothing interesting to say. I look insane. Everyone's just ignoring my phone calls. Whatever, it's chill. I don't even care.
And everything to do with reshaping her character to fit her image. Writers pushed back, but Rachel doubled down. When the director gave her simple notes, basic feedback like hitting marks or adjusting tone, she allegedly snapped. Witnesses claim she yelled, accused him of undermining her, and stormed off set in full costume. That wasn't just drama, it was a breaking point.
That she believes that she should be able to express herself and speak her truth or whatever nonsense, regardless of the consequences to everybody else.
And after that moment, everything around the production began to fall apart. After Rachel's reported meltdown, the set unraveled fast. A key supporting actor refused to film scenes with her unless a mediator stepped in. The makeup team began rotating shifts to avoid her trailer. One assistant described the atmosphere as emotionally exhausting and unstable.
There's 2 of me. Double the trouble, am I right? You can't check in. You're not an adult.
What was once a dream job turned into a stress-filled nightmare. Crew morale plummeted. Some even considered walking. Insiders say Rachel remained oblivious or indifferent to the impact. She allegedly insisted she was misunderstood and unfairly targeted. But to the people around her, the damage was already done. And the show, quite literally, could not go on. Instead of releasing a formal statement, Rachel went live on Instagram, hoodie up, sarcasm loud, and mocked the entire situation. Fans watched in disbelief, as she eye-rolled through criticism and joked about the drama.
I don't want people to see me in a weakened state.
Zegler's career now looking like it is seriously on life support.
But this live stream may have been more than reckless. Insiders say it possibly broke her NDA. Lawyers reportedly began dissecting the footage frame by frame, looking for violations. If true, it gave the studio grounds to drop her without paying out. What was meant to clear the air only made things worse. In trying to control the narrative, Rachel may have signed her exit. The studio wasted no time. Legal teams flagged Rachel's comments, citing potential breaches of her contract. Executives began looking for ways to move forward without her, including body doubles and emergency rewrites. Insurance providers were reportedly alarmed, considering pulling coverage altogether. One insider called her uninsurable. That's when everything shifted.
I did not like Snow White. The reason why is that the actress that plays Snow White, she acts like a bitch all the time.
Weird. So will she rise or bow her head? Will she lead or just be led?
Yeah. Weird.
What was once framed as a scheduling conflict was now an official shutdown. And with lawyers circling, studios weren't just backing out of one film, they were reconsidering her for everything else. Rachel wasn't just a risk, she had become radioactive. And in Hollywood, that's a label you don't shake. The silence was louder than any statement. Her PR team went dark.
Rachel Zegler was supposed to believe is just so striking that even the supermodel like Gal Gadot is supposed to be homicidically jealous of her. I mean, we're supposed to completely suspend our disbelief.
They are pretending like Rachel Zegler is the first of them all when she looks like Lord Farquaad in the film.
All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
This girl does not deserve a feature-length film.
No stylists reposted old photos. No directors came to her defense, not even a vague tweet. Hollywood insiders say everyone was told to back away quietly. No comments, no associations. Her name began vanishing from casting decks, marketing pitches, and internal discussions. One casting agent said, "This isn't damage control, this is erasure." In an industry obsessed with image, Rachel had lost the one thing more valuable than talent: support. And when the industry goes cold, it's not a pause, it's a warning. You're already out. A major fashion brand scheduled to feature Rachel in its spring campaign abruptly cut ties.
To address the elephant in the room. I'm the hottest person in the world.
Cue the laugh.
It's really not about the love story at all, which is really, really wonderful.
Like, who has been the most exciting person for you tonight?
Oh my God.
Besides, but
Took the words out of my mouth. Besides,
I'm a narcissist.
I will elbow everyone out of the way to play the part. It's Hollywood, baby.
What an idiot I've been as a young person in this industry who has no filter and no idea what she's doing.
I don't need your business.
Her image was scrubbed from all materials. No press release, just gone. Around the same time, an actress attached to a future project with Rachel pulled out, citing creative differences. Translation: she didn't want to be dragged down too. Agents began advising clients not to be seen with Rachel. Not on carpets, not at parties, not even in candid shots. She wasn't just controversial, she was becoming a liability. And in Hollywood, guilt by association travels fast and takes careers with it. Rachel's implosion sent a shockwave through the industry. Studios began adding strict behavioral clauses to contracts. Old interviews of other Gen Z stars were suddenly under review. One casting director reportedly said, "She made activism look bratty, and now we're all spooked." Agents started warning young talent to avoid drama at all costs.
I can also be having the greatest time and simultaneously wishing people would stop sending me death threats.
Rachel's story wasn't just hers anymore. It had become a playbook for what not to do. No one wanted to be the next meltdown. And behind the scenes, producers started asking the same quiet question: is this a Gen Z problem or just a Rachel problem?
What would you say to those who are just kind of overly critiquing the film at this point? You've worked so hard on it.
I'm getting on a coffee here. Yeah, hold on.
All right.
Rachel's big comeback is now a case study in self-destruction. Best case, the studio cobbles together a salvageable version and dumps it on streaming. Worst case, legal limbo and total erasure. But what's most shocking is her refusal to acknowledge the fallout. She's still posting, still smirking, still spinning. No apology, no growth. And Hollywood is taking notes.
I shouldn't be cursing, but I'm gonna do it anyways because I have no self-control. Sorry, Mr. Mouse. Like, in the eyes of the law, you have to be nice to me, and I'm an adult.
Rachel didn't just lose a role. she torched her reputation. The girl once hyped as the next big thing is now the warning label for rising stars. In an industry built on image, she proved how fast one can burn it down. Rachel Zegler's rise was fast, but her fall may be even faster. A film shut down mid-shoot, brands disappearing, peers distancing, and legal battles looming. What began as a redemption story has morphed into Hollywood's latest cautionary tale, and the silence surrounding her. It's not confusion, it's strategy. In this town, when people stop talking, it's because they've already moved on. Whether Rachel can recover remains to be seen, but one thing's certain, the industry won't wait for her to figure it out. Let us know in the comments. Is this a career setback or the final curtain?